Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to be here and it is lovely to have you with me. So I am back working with the collaboration kit called Gentleman, which is a collaboration between Tanya at Teddy Treasure and Nanine, who is Collage Type, both on YouTube and both on Etsy. So I think this is just about done. I have literally just stuck the back. I don't know why I stuck the front ones and not the back ones on. I don't know, but I've just stuck the back corners on so they're held, you know, being held to dry. But I've been through it and I think it's finished. I think it's done. Now I could embellish it a lot, but I'm not going to. I will put a few of the embellishments from the kit. There are a few anyway, but in some of the envelopes I think, so that whoever gets it, I'm getting much better at it, you know, whoever gets this can then, you know, embellish it where they want and play with you know, the kit themselves as well. So I am going to put, I found some black elastic. I am going to put a very thin elastic wrap, perhaps attach it to the back so that it goes around the front, so it just pulls open, you know, should anyone who owns it want to, you know, keep it closed securely. And a little bit of gold and a little bit of glue on these edges, and then it's ready. Oops, that keeps falling out. I think I'll have to make it thicker. So I'll do a flip through of that, but I think I've done all the work in it that I'm going to do. So I did say I've got lots of kit left from this one that I've just used, which was Nanine's 2023 add-on kit. That's Collage Type. I've also got some bits from one of her previous add-ons and some bits from Tanya's original Gentleman's kit. So what I've got left in my box are lots of pieces of ephemera that need kind of backing, you know, and making up kit pieces of ephemera ready to go. Sorry I knocked you. I've got quite a few pieces of ephemera that we've made together, decorated. I've got scraps, just not too many, just a few scraps. And then I've got the whole of Nanine's add-on kit again printed out, and I've got some of her previous kit printed out ready to go. I've got some parts of the kit on white, and I believe I've got some of Tanya's, yeah, that's it, some of Tanya's original kit. Now these are all one-sided, I believe, so I'm going to use them in the journal, because I said I was going to create a journal and use up all the ephemera and the bits, you know, rather than storing loads. And then should the ladies bring out another kit, I'm used up and I'm ready to go again. Okay, so I've got all that to play with. So for the pages, rather than using the kit again, I'm just going to make a journal with plain pages, plainish. So my coffee dyed, an odd book page, piece of music paper, things like that. So I'm going to do a 2 signature journal because there's quite a few bits of ephemera there made up. I'm going to make a 2 signature journal. I don't know what I'm going to do for the cover yet. I'm going to make it, but yeah, it might be fabric actually. Might do a fabric cover, but I'm going to do the journal pages first. So I have got here, let's split them into 2. I believe I've only got 1 book page there. What? I must have something at the side of me. This is where I keep all my book pages, so must have something else that I can. I've got a Shakespeare one, but it's very thin paper. Oh, I've got this typed. Yeah, I love this book. It's nearly gone. I really love it. Preparation of a scientific paper. Let's have that page. Okay, so that's two book pages. I'll just put that on top. No, it's not going to. I'll put it on the floor. 2 book pages. Let's start from the bottom because I think we're in doubles there. So 2 of my original ledger blank pages. Oh, right, we're supposed to do 1 each, aren't we? We're creating 2. I don't know if you can see. If you need to be further out, I'll just trust you all right there. So 2 of these plain music sheet pages, lovely creamy colour. Some coffee dyed music, 1 each. So it's very dark on one side and light on the other, I think. Well, I'll straighten them up in a minute, but yeah. How many did I get to? 1, 2, 3. Is that all? 1, 2, 3? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I done that? Gosh, book page on each. There's no book page here. The book page from there. Yes, and the book page from there. There should be 4 each now. That's it. Didn't take me long, did it? Right, these two, so these are completely different. So this is like a gessoed stained page that I've got, and this is a coffee dyed piece of vellum. But I'll have one in each, using things up that I've got sitting around. A page each of that. It's not a stickers drawing page, but it's like a sketchbook. A page each of ordinary white paper. Coffee dyed paper. It was white. Oh, that's a very, what's the word? Distressed one. Some lined paper that's been coffee dyed. Some graph paper that's been coffee dyed and stenciled, that one. And those are digital papers that have been coffee dyed because they needed something. Okay, so what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's just about perfect for a two signature. Okay, let's fold them one at a time and keep them separate. So, you know, things might be added in before I actually bind them, but I tend not to do more than 10 or 11, and there's more than one signature. If it's a single signature, anything up to 15. I just have to spend a minute or two folding these well because I've had them a bit scrunched up. And those holes are not even in relation to the rest of the pad. That's interesting. You'd think there would be, wouldn't you? So my idea is to use some of the kit pages or the papers to decorate these, but still leave plenty of journaling as well. But the idea is to start with these grungy papers. This is going to be a real grungy one, and yeah, use the kit pages to decorate. So I have just come in from having my injections, my 1922, that's from what? COVID injection and my flu injection. Neil too, we've both had them together. So I thought I'd better whip upstairs and film just in case I start to feel yucky after a while. They've actually said the flu injection is the one that's more likely to make your arm ache than the other, so we'll see. Okay, so you're going to be too big, but I do not like to cut any off, so let's fold it about there. Okay, so I'm going to go with that line there. Yep, that's it. So I might trim those others down, might I? And then I'm just going to fold that in on itself, so I'm not losing any of that precious vintage paper. And that lovely number at the top. That's about square, I think. Okay. Let's put them together then before I start on another one, because I'll get them stuck, won't I? I won't get them stuck. What made me say that? I'll get them muddled up. Okay. Nice strong one on the outside. Which one we're going for? That one, I think. That lovely book page. And sorry, plain. I was way off camera there, wasn't I? That one. And that one. See, my arm and shoulder aches anyway, but it was doing before I had my injection. I think I've got a cold or something in it, so yeah, I'm going to imagine that it hurts now, even if it's not from that. Oh, I'm loving the grunginess of this one. Oh, I've got white and white there. Squeeze that one in there. Yeah. I love it when I use the coffee dyed grungy papers, especially when I've been doing pretty boho ones. Shabby chic, I should say, not boho. Okay, so they will want bone foldering down, but there's one. Okay. How long did that take me? 10 minutes, but I had to introduce them to you as well, didn't I? So this probably won't take as long. That one's a very full on. Some of these will have, you know, quite a lot of the kit pages and the kit papers covering them, and some very little. So how it starts out now is definitely not how a lot of these pages are going to finish. Which way am I that way? It's just one of those jobs that needs doing, and I thought I might as well turn the camera on and explain what I'm doing, as you know, come to you with a fully made journal and just decorate it, which sometimes I will do and sometimes you like me to do, but seeing as it's all the grungy papers, I thought you might enjoy seeing it. The new central heating is working lovely. Really pleased with it, the new boiler. The house is lovely and warm, I'm pleased to say, because it says it's 10 degrees outside, which is, you know, average for the time of year. It's not really cold, but gosh, it feels a lot colder out there. I think it's that wind chill factor that you get, because, yeah, oops, got me losing my slipper, got my foot stuck. I was in a state then. I'm all right now. So yeah, it's nice to be in, but I have to say I have broken out the winter coat this week. Not my new one. I bought a new one. I told you that, didn't I? That's for best, as they say, your best coat for going out dressed up, or going out smart. But me everyday, you know, my padded long winter hooded coat has been broken out. It's a tad warm for it at the moment, but not too much. Yeah, and my boots. I've had them on today, so definitely feeling the cold. Right, let's choose an outside one again. I think I went with that last time. Let's go with the same outside one, but then not necessarily the same. So let's go with music next. Oh, I might do that. I do like vellum on the outside of music. It's just something about it. Oh, I'm hiccuping. Let me just have a little cheers. Cup of tea now. Neil is downstairs and said to me, don't come down as late for your tea. So yesterday when I said I heard Neil and I thought he was putting the kettle on, he was actually dishing tea up. And just as I turned the camera off, he'd shouted, your tea's dished up. So he'd done it all. And he hadn't done what we were having. He'd done a steak pie that was in there for the next day, but never mind. Tea was made and I walked down to it. Tea and a drink, and the kitchen in a you know, a mess, but I don't mind that. More than happy to clean the kitchen up if I'm cooked for. We'll have you in the middle, shall we? No. What do I want in the middle? That one, I think. Let's swap you for you. Do I like you two together? No, I don't. Might have to swap me for that. No, because that's the other side. That one then. Yeah, we'll swap me for that. Can't tell you why I didn't like those together. I just didn't. Which means I've got the lined and the... Yeah, that's all right. I don't mind that. And like I said, the look of them will change completely when they're... when they've got papers on them. Okay, so, oops. Yeah, it's going to be fairly thick when it's got all the other papers on it, hasn't it? So, what papers do I want to start with? Let's get them out. So they want back in there, done. Shall I start with scraps? Let's just look through them and see if there's anything. I'm thinking I would like some kit paper on the front of each of these. Well, that one is absolutely perfect, isn't it? Now I did have a smaller piece of that yearly. Okay, this one. Take that out. show you. I thought I had a smaller one of that somewhere. It might be in here with it. Oh no, that's not it. I wonder what I did with it. But I'm just wondering about the one I've just seen in here. It's just a page. Yeah, that one would be nice on there, wouldn't it? Okay, we'll go with that. Let me just grab my ruler to trim it down. So I'm not going, oops. I'm not going for nice neat edges unless they're already there. So I will be using the ruler to trim, the tear ruler. I'll also be using the Tim Holtz chopper. What do you think I might use on that? Because this is the reason I got the Tim Holtz chopper. Is when I want a raggedy edge and it's a tiny bit like that. I can never tear it with a ruler or cut it nice with scissors. And you know, my tear ruler I'm even worse with than I am the ordinary ruler with a small piece like that. So yeah, this is exactly what I got this for. So let's a bit further in. It does, I'm sorry about the noise, it does make a horrendous noise, worse even than my other one. You have to, I feel you have to go at it quite strongly, you know, for it to cut through the paper, because it's not a lovely neat square edge. So where do we want? I think I might go at the end of that date there, just so like there. Let's try that. Yeah, and the bottom's neat-ish, but I'm going to leave it. I don't have to take anything off. Okay, good. So I can go with scraps. Okay, so I've got my first 2 pages. Let's ink them in good old walnut stain. There we go. Now I am starting to get a bit of space in here. I've only spent another probably, oh, I think I was an hour tidying up. Not organising. I've not organised anything, I've just tidied, but I have put things in the cupboard off my desk. The cupboard's going to need a full-on organise, but at the minute I put things in the cupboard. Also, for those of you that are fairly new to me, you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. I've had a new boiler put in, and I've had the water cylinder or the water tank taken out of a cupboard that was here in my craft room, and it was quite a big thing, so it's left me with a huge cupboard to now organise my craft supplies in, because I'm bursting at the seams. So yeah, I've now started putting some of that in. Yep. Okay, so what I think I'm going to go with my Fabri-Tac, and I'll just take the 2 pages off, so I'm not putting glue on things I don't want them on. So they were too easy. Just wondering if to round the pages on. I'm going to just ring the changes, not round the pages, round the corners. So yeah, what was I saying now? So I have got a lot more room on my desk than you have seen of late, or I have seen of late. Oh yeah, I quite like that rounded. Pleased with that. Yeah, so hopefully we're onwards and upwards here with the, now I've got room, I can get on top of all the, oops, partly created journals and get myself, that's partly goopy, partly wet fluff. Get myself back to speed with where I should be, because I did that, let me just get that off my hands, glue. I did that Christmas December daily for the giveaway a couple of days this week, and it's really, I've been playing with it to date, if truth be told. It's really got me in the mood to start creating Christmas. Yep, I'm only doing it 2 days a week on film, for those of you that don't want to, well, even those that do want to create Christmas, you want sometimes, I know it's early yet, but you get to the point where you don't want to see Christmas videos anymore, you want to see other stuff. So yeah, I'll be creating them off screen. but I'll be doing them two days a week at the moment on screen, definitely for November. But yeah, I'm dying to get on with some of those, and I really mustn't until, apart from what I've got going. I wonder if I wanted to ink that page. I think I did. And this is the beauty of doing your pages first before you do the cover. And I often don't do this. I sometimes do, but I often don't. I usually bind them and then, yeah, it doesn't need a lot because it's coffee dye, but I do think it needs a bit. What was I saying? I was saying about Christmas, wasn't I? Well, I was saying I really mustn't start them until I get all my bits and pieces that I've got going finished. But I should now, you should now be seeing lots of journals that you've watched me create and not finish. You should now see them being finished, and 1 or 2 appearing in Etsy. I meant to say that the big journal that I showed the other day, the big Foxglove Love journal, yeah, it went straight away to the lady who'd reserved it. She was so excited, and it's there. It's home. It's arrived, and she's chuffed with it. So yeah, if anybody was waiting in the wings to see her, it's gone. But there's another one. There's the 4th signature one coming up soon. Again, I said somebody's earmarked it, but I don't know if they want it or not. And then, yeah, like I say, I've got that shabby chic one from Tanya at no, not Tanya, Tina. Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Okay, lovely. And does it matter which one it was on? I don't think it does. Yeah, another florally sort of type one. I think it was the beginner journal. I might be wrong. That I did weeks and weeks and weeks ago. They both want just finishing off. So what? How many is that? Is that 3? The 4th signature, yeah, the shabby one and the beginner's one, yeah. So 3 to finish. Be nice to get those all done next week. And then, you know, this is started now, so this one to finish. The December daily. On the front, Denise, on the front. I don't know why I did that. Although I could have folded it. Well, I don't suppose it would have mattered, but... Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Shush, don't say that. Don't tempt fate. It's nice to see it, a full-ish page, kit page. When you first open the journal. These will be nice big pages as well now. You know, for putting any ephemera on that I've made that's quite big. Okay, I like those too. So, what else? We'll need something on that book page. And I love that side of it. Actually, I love both sides of it. So we'll probably put something, you know, not full on. So we'll leave some of the paper. I'm not going to put anything on there. That's beautiful. It can be written on, or you could just keep it. And actually that side's fine as well. I just think this wants a bit of something on it. So it's got that on the front, so we don't want that, do we? Let's look at the little bits and use some of them up. That would be good. So I've got a little corner there. Some of these are thicker than others. That's a nice thin. Oh, that might be nice just down the edge as a... I don't want it that neat though. It's far too neat. So let's see what it looks like if I put it in the noisy cutter again. Again, will be much easier than me trying to rip an uneven edge on something that thin. Yeah, I like it. It has left it nice and kind of tatty. Oops, I think I might have broken a nail then. And I'll probably try and do this one at a bit of an angle, I think, so it's not quite so straight. Yeah, so it'll get thinner at the bottom. So it really does look like a, you know, a non-engineered piece of scrap, which is what I want it to look like. So, although this is a very vintage book, it's not, it hasn't got any colour around the edges, so it's been kept out of the sunlight and what have you. So I will just very quickly, don't know why I'm doing that bit, it won't show. It's going in the middle of the signature. So yeah, I appreciate this might not be fun to watch, but so much easier if you're doing your pages first. It's so much easier to ink them, and you know you want them inked when they're not attached. And this one's inking as well. Yes, I'm thinking this is going to be a really easy make, and I think it will be quite effective once it's done with all these kit pages in it. You know, I don't have to have it all the way top to bottom. No, I don't like that top. Let's have a bit of that missing as well. Oops. I'm going to put it down fairly straight. Or shall I put it higher up? I think I'll put it higher up. Yep, so it looks like it's cut off there. In fact, I'm going to just... It's still a little bit neat. That's better for what I wanted. Yeah, that's better. Now that looks like a piece of non-engineered shape. Like that. Right, I must make sure when I'm doing this I don't just do all the facing page. Well, I'm not doing them all, but all the pages that I do, make sure it's not just facing pages. You know, as you thumb through the book, you need some of them to be the other side. But I think I'll let the pages kind of talk to me. The pages and the scraps between the two. That's how I'll decide what's going on. Let the paper dictate. Okay, that's going in there. I'll decide about the edges at a later date, you know, if I'm going to make them all neat or if I'm going to, you know, put something on them, or they're all going to be odd. I might actually tear some. Yeah, I like that. So this one's quite plain. I know it's a facing page. Perhaps I'll turn it over. That's it. So that one's quite pretty. Well, I think it's pretty. We're not very straightforward, but that's not bothering me. Oh, it's a facing page again that's now quite plain. Oh well, it is what it is. So we're going in there. Yeah, it's just a bit too boring, that for me. Don't want anything much, and it is quite light paper, so I only want light paper on it. That's a piece of sticky from that other cover. That's not what I want. Oh, that's nice. Right, now I'm going to ink down the centre here so that I can see where my page ends, starts, whichever, where the border is. Just do that bit as well, but this is the bit that I want to see, so I couldn't really tell when it was open there. And again, I just want a ripped piece. I think I'm just going to go there because that will leave it'll leave some journaling. Do I want it there or do I want it more that way? Let me decide a minute. Tear this one this way and then I can look at them both and decide. Still too big, but so do I prefer it like that or do I prefer it like, I think I prefer that one. I want it more of a natural tear, that's it. And a bit more off there. I think I'll try and go right to the edge if I can with it. Or do I want... Yeah, oh, I like it like that. So I'll probably only do... Oh, what am I doing for time? I'll put that on and say... Oh, probably just do one more page with you. I know I've not been long, but... Oh. I best make his tea tonight. Bless him, he's going to work tomorrow. He's back at work tomorrow. So I've got, I think he's got 4 days in, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so I'll have 4 days squaring my room up and crafting, if I'm well. Depending on how... I've heard of people, no problems at all with these injections when they've had 2 together. And I've heard of other people who are really struggling with it. So we'll see how it takes me. But and I know poor old Tanya's in bed with the flu, bless her. So get well, Tanya, stay there till you're better. Let everybody fend for themselves and you look after yourself for a bit. We're all sending best wishes. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, here's hoping because we often, when one of us is ill and the other's all right, Tanya and I, we often then, the other one who's well comes down with something. We're like little twinnies. So let's hope that doesn't happen this time. I know she's not wishing it on me. Okay, so we've done a few. Look, that one. Done them all in this apart from the front of that one. We'll probably have a pocket or something on the back of there, won't we? That's quite white, so let's put a bit of something on the back of there and then we'll call it a day. Where did the lid go? I know I want it again in a minute, but yeah, I'll get all the other bits backed and then... They're all kind of, because I did that tall book, they're all kind of tall thin pieces, aren't they, that's left. Oh, there's that. That's nice. I'm thinking I want a full piece of something. Bear with me while I dig the full pieces out. Don't know how that ended up in there. Let's see what I've got that's appealing to me. Oh, look at that. So these, I think, yeah, these are from Tanya's original, I believe, original kit. I love this text one. I've got one with the border off. Oh, I've got that lovely paper as well up there. Right, we'll go with this one because that's the one I saw to start with. There, so I'm going to tear it by hand that way, I think, if it'll let me. Come on. A little bit awkward. That's it. That's it. Yeah, and then I'm going to do the top and bottom with the decal edge trimmer. That's what it's called. Finally given it its proper name. And I'm going to leave the inside edge square. Okay. Lovely. Well, the noise wasn't lovely, but the choppity chop was. Again, let me just see how much room I've got in there. But I might as well give it all a bit while I'm here. You're going to fit? Ooh, not really. So, because this is here, I'm going to trim this edge a little bit so it won't be straight. It'll be decal cut. How much did I want? Oh dear, bit rough with it there. Don't break it, Denise. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to do it right in the middle. So, oops, I want this ink in. And I might ink a bit more on the page as well. Oh, that's nice. Let's get that really dark on the edge. I like that. Like the decollage, you know, on the papers when you cut it, they do take the ink, I'm noticing, really well. If you're strong with it, it really, yeah, look how nice that is. Let's do it on this edge. Yeah, that stands out lovely from the white. But I do just want to kind of, what's it called, halo? And I colour the corners a little bit and then in there a little bit, not as dark as the corners, but that's it. Lovely. Proper grunge, that, isn't it? I feel that you're... Let's see if I can move you. Is that better? You're a bit close, you won't get much of a view. We're nearly done anyway, so we'll see. Yep, I am using the Fabri-Tac. I think it's easier for papers like this than the art glitter. I don't find there's a huge difference in price, you know, in relation to the amount I use, but Fabri-Tac just gives me time to move it about, change my mind, such like. It's kind of occasionally your art glitter will let you move something, but most of the time where you put it, it stays. I have removed things that I put in the wrong place, but you do tend to, you know, pull a bit of the paper up with it, which sometimes doesn't matter, but gosh, it's dark out there. It's only about 10 to 5. It's really dark. That hour daylight saving that we move the clocks. The daylight saving is in the morning, obviously not in an evening. Yeah, it makes a big difference to how dark it is, which I suppose makes sense. I don't know why I'm so surprised. What did I do with my cloth? There it is. Yeah, so tomorrow is Friday, isn't it? So tomorrow I'll be hopefully finishing up one of those journals. I'd like to get it in Etsy for the weekend. And then we're oh, am I finished? Did I say I'd do the Christmas one again? No, I can't, because that would be 3 times in 1 week. No, I must be doing one of the finishing journals tomorrow. Yeah, like that. It's really thickening the pages up as well. Right, where did you go? Have I closed you? No, you went there. You were the front page. Okay, so yeah, what I will do ready for next time we work on this, sometime next week, is I will get all these pieces backed and ready, and we'll go through and have a look at them and decide which ones of these are going straight onto pages before I decorate more of the pages. And yeah, hopefully I'll have an idea. So we just did the first one on there. Hopefully I'll have an idea. I'll have a look at some of the pages, look, what I'm going to do for the cover, but I don't think it will be done by next week. Lovely. Ooh, these little things grab each other. Maybe I shouldn't have put them together. And we did that one. I don't know how many. Oh, we did in here, and then the back one. Oh, got a rip there, look. Super, that's going to be nice with some. I've got some lovely Tim Holtz tape, washi tape. Yeah, I think we just did the back one, didn't we? Yeah, there. Oh, back 2. That one and that one. Yes, I've done quite a few in that one. So yeah, we'll get some of the ephemera pieces put on some pages next week. Next time I use it, probably will be next week. And yeah, and then see how we go. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using these bits up and getting all that ephemera in. It should create a nice journal. Okay, hope you have a lovely evening, and hope to see you again tomorrow with a different journal. So we'll be back with either the floral or the shabby chic. And have a nice evening. Bye for now.